Hi, I'm Tony Ant News. I wanted to revisit the fake reform racist candidate, well, scandal, quite frankly.
Farage calling me an effing pack.
Shocked by what I heard in the clearly racist.
So Rishi Sunak and Kier Starmer clearly played the race card to win the electoral votes.
We meet Andrew Parker, who describes himself as a property dealer.
He's also done work for Channel 4 in the past. If you can't see it, well, I can certainly see it. I'm sure you can too. This is a complete and utter setup.
Andrew Parker claimed he was a builder, but he was actually a rough-speaking actor. People found his show reels on the internet.
The individual who was filmed saying the most disgraceful and disgusting things, using the most abhorrent language in the Channel 4 documentary, be an actor. There is a remarkable resemblance between the character Andrew Parker in the Channel 4 expose, who, crucially, this professional actor specialises in so-called rough voices. So if you put his show reel, his rough voice is exactly the same as the voice of the character in the Channel 4 undercover documentary. It seems an extraordinary coincidence that the production team for Channel 4 struck such gold.
The timeline is very important. Andrew Parker was exposed. After that, Kier Starmer and Rishi Sunak both went out and played the race card with the mainstream media. And they're all complicit in this con.
My two daughters have to see and hear reform people who campaign for Nigel Farage calling me an effing packy. It hurts and it makes me angry. And I think he has some questions to answer. And I don't...
Shocked by what I heard in the report, clearly racist. And I think this is a test of leadership because...
Well, he's distanced himself.
Well, he
said
has.
They're reprehensible, hasn't he?
Well, he has, but you have to ask the question why so many people who are supporting reform seem to be exposed in this particular way. It's for a leader to change his or her party to make sure the culture is right and the standards are understood by everybody within the party. That's why I've changed the Labour Party. That's why I put it to a party which says country first, party second.
He has appealed,
and
doesn't
leadership
he?
has to be shown.
You know, you have to look at the timeline. You have to look at what they gained. Their votes were slipping away to Reform. Suddenly, Reform went on a flat line and Labour and Conservative started to pick up what was left again. Andrew Parker was exposed as a rough-speaking actor.
Reform UK Party has has contacted the Electoral Commission, and Adam Richardson claims that he has put in a complaint saying that it was entirely evident that Mr. Parker was a plant within the Channel 4 news piece. Now,
these votes mattered because it was close.
the Channel 4 news piece, of course, is not actively made by Channel 4. Channel 4 doesn't do very much of its own material.
This is where they interfered with the election. A complaint was made to the regulator, and 6 hours later, they closed the complaint. The fact that Channel 4 didn't make the film, the fact that Lee Sorrell Media made the film, meant that they could just shut it down, right? But somebody's got to look at Lee Sorrell Media because they're good at these exposures. That's all they do. So Lee Sorrell Media did a report on racism in boxing. And they did a report on racism in UK Independence Party. And then that was during election. And then they pop up and do another one on Reform Party during an election. So you've got to start looking at Lee Sorrell Media and their funding. Who is paying for these films? Clearly the system is corrupt. And by playing the race card, after this scam was exposed, Starmer and Sunak are so complicit in this scam, electoral interference, and actually it devalues anyone who has a genuine racial discrimination case. Oh, yeah, but this is politics. Yeah, but it's not politics. It sets the tone for this whole government. The Starmer government that we still haven't recovered from the racial undertones. There was a soldier attacked out of the barracks. News was shut. There was the Southport incident. Then we move on to the Alison Pearson case, where she was threatened with arrest as a Telegraph journalist with Essex police implying she had written a racist article. So now the police are just shutting down journalists they don't like. Versus Andrew Parker, who was clearly stirring up racism, insulting the Prime Minister, jaunting about shooting migrants on the beach. Now, that case hasn't been investigated. Andrew Parker, to my knowledge, has not faced any charges. Racism that Andrew Parker stirred up on the South Coast, and the prison sentences of people who sent one tweet. We don't get an honest government until we've dealt with cases like this properly, like the Manchester Airport, Ricky Jones. If we allow this level of dishonesty in government, in our justice system, then, we might as well be run by the mafia. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Tony, Ant News. Please, of course, remember to like and subscribe. Thank you very much.